Mesdames et messieurs, bonjour et bienvenue. Je suis vraiment très contente d'être avec vous aujourd'hui et c'est un grand honneur pour moi de présenter cette activité parce que cette activité, elle est vraiment unique. This upcoming session is very special. And I think you need to get ready for this. So let me start asking you a question. Have you ever heard about the importance of representation, especially in tech? Okay, that was a shy yes. So if you're not sure, it's about diversity and inclusion and making sure that everyone has a voice. So let me ask you an easier question. This one I should have a yes. Are you ready to witness some incredible ideas to come to life today? Okay, that's a better yes.
Then you're ready for this session. Welcome to Ellefintech 2024 Demo Day. But first of all, what is Ellefintech?
So for the very first time in the FinTech Forum history, we've built a cohort of 7 women entrepreneurs in FinTech, from pre-seed to Series A. We've accompanied them, and today marks the closing of the program pitching in front of you. So you're going to have 7 women, CEOs, founders, and co-founders of startups, here pitching in person for 5 minutes each.
On behalf of Fasken, I would like to express our admiration and our warmest congratulations to the 7 exceptional women who took part in the Ellefintech program. Fasken is proud to be associated with this not-to-be-missed event. The partnership aligns perfectly with one of our firm's mission, which is to help entrepreneurs achieve their most ambitious goals. As part of our practice, my colleagues and I are called upon daily to advise our clients at every stage of their business, meaning from ideation to exit, and of course, everything that comes in between.
So before we start, I would like you guys to keep in mind that pitching in front of a full room or almost full room, it's very hard, especially when it's your own company. Imagine for a second, you pour everything you have, everything you are, into this one idea, into this company where you invest your nights, your weekends, even your savings for this one bet on the future. And on top of this, you're given only 5 minutes to pitch in front of a full room to tell how amazing you are, and hundreds of people are going to judge you. So entrepreneurship is a hard path, and pitching in front of a full room is really hard, so you have to be brave for that. So I would love you guys to be here today to support and encourage our women. And I think for this, we should start with a round of applause.
So be ready to be inspired, and above all, be ready to support those who are building the future of FinTech. They are pretty amazing. The first founder is Jennifer Schell, CEO and founder of Finliti. Finliti is a behavioral science platform dedicated to the investment brokerage ecosystem. Please give a big round of applause for Jennifer, our first entrepreneur.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jen Schell, CEO and founder of Finliti. We are a team of 15 people, and we've been in business for 5 years. Let me ask the money managers here a question. Have you ever had clients who panicked during a market downturn and made irrational decisions that damaged their portfolios? They lost money, and then they blamed you. Raise your hand if you've been there. Don't worry, I've been there too. I spent over 15 years in wealth management, managing $80 million across Canada's largest brokerages, including CIBC Wood Gundy and BMO Nesbitt Burns. And one of my biggest challenges was during market downturns, when clients just wanted to sell everything. Despite my advice to stay calm and ride it out, they insisted on sabotaging their long-term wealth, sometimes setting them back by decades. And after talking to my colleagues, I realized it wasn't just my problem. It's something we all face in wealth management. I had to do something about it, so I started Finliti. Let's take my client Sylvie, for example. During the pandemic, the market was down. Sylvie calls me up in a panic and says, "Jen, I want you to sell all of my NVIDIA stock because the market is really bad. Actually, just sell everything. I have a really bad feeling." Now, if I wouldn't have intervened and connected with Sylvie, she would have missed out on one of the biggest tech booms in history. These are the challenges we face. High client turnover. Managing emotional reactions is hard. Emotional decision-making. Clients make fear-based choices, especially during market downturns. And because we spend so much time managing these emotional responses, it's really difficult to be productive. In fact, we waste almost 1,000 hours of lost productivity per year per advisor. Introducing the Finliti Enterprise Solution, where we take these challenges and make them into opportunities with a new way to engage your clients by anticipating their behavior before it happens. The FIPI is our proprietary tool, and it measures individual investor personalities. And we use it to develop client-focused trading strategies. It's smart, sounds smart because it is. FINRA, the main regulatory body in the US, has reached out to us, and we are also part of the OSC Commercial Support Launchpad. We even won a monetary prize with the AMF. The FIPI is more scientific than your typical personality tests, like Myers-Briggs, but equally as engaging. Finliti uses science and technology to monetize client relationships. By matching investment strategies to my clients' psychological profiles, I was personally able to reduce turnover by almost 50%. By uncovering the behavioral insights, you can actually identify your clients' emotional triggers and help them stay ahead in the markets. And by scaling your operation, you can use FIPI's customized CRM and dashboard to optimize your workflow. Let's go back to a real-world example, shall we? Sylvie's portfolio was taking a hit, and she wanted to sell everything. Using the FIPI, I was able to reassure her with a personalized strategy to keep her on track. Instead of losing out, Sylvie made 25% on her account and grew her $1 million investment to a whopping $1.25 million just by staying the course with our plan. The time for change is now. It's no longer a luxury to manage your clients' emotional responses. It's a necessity to capture that $72 trillion wealth transfer that's underway. So we're offering an exclusive 6-month pilot, which includes full access to our FIPI assessment tool, CRM dashboard, and in-depth advisor training. We're here to support your success with a dedicated account manager and 24/7 tech support, enhanced training, and will also certify you as a behavioral investment advice expert. We have performance reviews as well to keep your practice optimized and to help you scale. In a world full of finfluencers, investment brokerages, and robos trying to compete for your business, Finliti helps you stand out with enhanced client engagement, reduced turnover, and more assets under management. Thank you.
You good? Yep. Cool. Thank you, Jennifer. I know it wasn't an easy one to be the first one, but you did amazing. Congratulations, Jennifer. Anyway, so let's welcome our second speaker. So if you do care about ESG insights and data, you're going to love what Elham Kheradmand, CEO and co-founder of Lucid Axon, has to show you. Please give it up for Elham.
Four years ago, I completed my PhD in mathematics and developed expertise in AI. Because I am ambitious, perfectionist, and hardworking, when I saw the power of AI, I wanted to use it to have the most positive impact of it on society. I started working on a project that combined AI with sustainable finance. After only 1 year, one company decided to pay for one of our services. And that's when we founded Lucid Axon. I am the CEO and co-founder of Lucid Axon. My name is Elham. Hi. Today, I will show you how Lucid Axon will help investors make responsible and impactful investment decisions. But let's see how responsible investors make a decision. They rely on ESG score. ESG score simply is a single number provided by ESG rating companies. Are they reliable? You can notice that while Sustainalytics gives low ESG score to Schell, Refinitiv and MSCI assign high ESG score to the same company. Why? Different ESG rating companies have different methodologies to calculate the score. How responsible investors deal with that? They rely on their own ESG evaluation. Search manually through multiple resources, which is time-consuming and expensive, consuming 60% of the time of their analyst on manual analysis. On top of that, they have to pay multiple data providers to deal with discrepancies and lack of coverage. This is also costly and overwhelming. How Lucid Axon helps? Lucid Axon, with its SaaS-based platform, provides AI-powered tools, significantly reducing the time and the cost of ESG data integration and analysis. Instead of needing 10 analysts, our solution allows one analyst efficiently assess the ESG performance with customizable solutions that align perfectly with their needs. We are offering transparent, reliable, comprehensive view of ESG performance. Why now? ESG investing is rising. Based on the research by Bloomberg, ESG investing reaching $50 trillion by 2025. So the market is growing. On the other hand, regulations are increased. Regulators force companies in the United States, Europe, and now in Canada to disclose better quality of ESG data. Our big asset is our founder team. Comprises highly educated individuals and experienced individuals with expertise in AI, software development, finance, investment, and ESG. We are positioning ourselves for success. We launched our MVP last year, now refining our product with our paying clients and early adopters, targeting commercialization by the end of this year. We plan to start our fundraising efforts to expand our team at the beginning of next year. Lucid Axon promotes sustainability by directing more capitals towards companies with high ESG principles. We have a mission to have an impact on society, economy, and environment. We make you save money and time. One analyst instead of 10 analysts. If you're an investor and interested in supporting us with your investment or partnership, please come and see me. Thank you.
Thank you, Elham. Thank you, Elham. Our next entrepreneur is Khushboo, CEO and founder of Buy Properly. Buy Properly is an AI-powered platform to invest in alternative assets. Khushboo, the floor is all yours.
Hi, everyone. I'm Khushboo, the founder and CEO of Buy Properly. We're doing questions today, so let me start with a question. Who here thinks they've spent way more time than they would like documenting, reporting, getting signatures, Correcting, sending for signatures again, updating, reporting, documenting, because you want to be compliant. Raise your hands if you're one of them. I get it. We at Buy Properly work with asset managers who deal with some of these issues all the time. And my previous job was at Amazon, where I managed hazardous materials business. We are Buy Properly, and we are looking to modernize private alternative markets with technology. Why? Because 12 trillion of retail wealth is sitting on the sidelines. Due to the fear of non-compliance, intentional, unintentional, asset managers often limit themselves to the small number of investors they know very well, rather than grow to their full potential. Investor relations, even when you're talking about existing investors you've known ongoing, is a lot of work. There's documentation, there's answering questions, life circumstances, changes, reporting, explanation of those reports, market goes down, we heard about all of the sales. It's work, and it does not help grow your core business, which is to make the right investments. Customer reporting is required, but different customers have different entry times, different exit times, different structures, multiple accounts. It again adds cost and time and isn't core to what you should be spending your time and energy on. Now let's look at public markets and take a cue from that. They don't have these problems. They are able to serve retail investors all the time with easy access, liquidity, and they have established participants and data standards, and they've been doing this for a while. It's time private markets do the same thing. Introducing Ashta, our software as a service platform that allows you to do that. The client onboarding is 5 minutes instead of 5 to 7 business days. And yes, it will include KYC, AML, PEP, photo ID check, suitability, all of the things that are required and essential. We have custom reporting. Because, of course, we are collecting all of the data and aggregating, we are able to generate custom reports on demand, self-serve, whenever they want, in the structure they want, the format they want, the geography they want. We also have an AI recommendation engine. Of course, I wouldn't be an ex-Amazon person if I didn't have a recommendation engine. It matches investors to deals that are most suitable for them based on their life situation and preferences. And of course, it allows you, as an asset manager, to help them make the best decisions. Our enterprise-grade tech is SOC 2 compliant, and a lot of other FINRA compliant and CRM2 compliant and all of those other things. It's compliant. And is already being used by enterprise clients, both in US and Canada. And they're saving tons of time and cost. We've won a lot of awards for our disruptive technology. But I think the real award or the reward for us is watching US fund manager double their fund size in 6 weeks. We have Canadian exempt market dealers leveraging our solution to be able to serve their customers better. And we have US broker dealers. We have fund administrators who are using this to save time and cost. We have a great team. I would strongly believe that, because we have a unique team which is at the confluence of legal, technology, and finance. Because you need to get all of those 3 axes right to be able to do this correctly. And so we, in our core team, bring all of those expertise. So if you're an asset manager or a fund administrator and you're looking to grow your business without worrying about compliant costs and time, book a demo and talk to us. Thank you.
Cool. So our next speaker is Géraldine. She's the co-founder, COO, and CMO of Assets Waves, which is a real estate investment platform that uses blockchain technologies. Géraldine, your time to shine.
Hello, everyone. Before to start, I do have 2 questions. Who here would like to turn their investment dreams into reality? Raise your hand to answer the questions. Amazing. Second question, a reality of real, impactful investments? Raise your hand to answer the questions. At AssetSwaves, we make it simple. We have created a platform that connects real estate investors excuse me, seeking for funding, and with wealth makers, everyday Canadians like you and I, who actually started their investment journey with something as familiar as investing in their first condo. And we match investor with the right partners for them to, yes, make profit, but also sustainable growth. Real estate is one of the largest assets in the world, with over 4,000 billions. However, for Canadians like you and I, buying and selling is tough and hard. With the high interest rates and worker shortages, we need a new approach. And at AssetSwaves, we make this simple. We turn real estate investments into digital tokens for you to diversify your portfolio and make it simple, easy, encourage sustainable growth. It's fast, impactful, and easy. And through that, we also realize that, yes, indeed, there are high entry costs that exclude many. But at AssetSwaves, we are changing that. With the use of our technology, we make it simple for you to diversify your portfolio, create more value, more profitability, but also with accessibility and ease. We all know that traditional financial instruments are complex and hard. Especially, it makes it even harder to access real estate investments. And that costs opportunities to many Canadians like you and I. Real estate investors and wealth makers are searching and seeking for impactful, sustainable real estate investments. At AssetSwaves, we are breaking down barriers, lowering the cost, reducing the minimums, and making it easy throughout our educational resources and materials for everyone to impact and invest in real estate with smart choices and better decisions. AssetSwaves is fairly simple. It's as simple as swiping on Tinder. With as little as $50, you get to co-own a property, you get to invest smartly, but also to make a great impact. And through our platform, a blockchain and AI-powered solution, you get more transparency, you get to make more impact with our regenerative-driven real estate investments. We have started in January, and we are currently working on strategic partnerships and funding, and we're looking at pre-launching in March 2025. Meet our team, my co-founder and CEO, Bertrand Gondier, and myself, Géraldine Jippé, COO, and our team of advisors, Duquesne Guyenne and Phil Rivard. At AssetSwaves, we believe that we can do good, but we also believe that we can do great together. Join our AssetSwaves community and come to talk to us in the lounge room. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Géraldine. Our next founder is Emmanuelle Tavernier, CEO and founder of Oxia Initiative. Oxia Initiative has developed a collaborative platform allowing investors to measure their carbon impact. Please welcome Emmanuelle.
Hi, everyone. So I will start also with two questions. My first question is, thank you. If you believe in real data better than a proxy data, raise your hand to do your financial analysis risk. I will do the question because I think if you believe in real accurate data better than estimate data to do your financial analysis risk, please raise your hand. Thank you. If you believe also is ESG is complex and very time consuming, raise your hand. Yeah. So I'm working in Société Générale, I'm working in like CDPQ and Fond Action, and I face the challenge of ESG portfolio. Basically, I just like collect the data, each company by each company inside the portfolio. It was just a nightmare, very complex, always the data was biased and otherwise non-existing. So that's why I create Oxia initiative. Oxia initiative is really to simplify the entire process of ESG with the best accurate data for all stakeholders. So my name is Emmanuelle Tavernier, CEO and founder of Oxia initiative, and I'm going to explain the gaming solutions that we found and we really identify on the ESG market industry. So three stakeholders, three problems. First one, financial institution. Financial institution in North America, they decide to commit to decarbonize their portfolio. For that is basically 200 trillion assets under management to decarbonize. Definitely they are very far away from the goal. Why? Because they don't have accurate real data from their portfolio. So what they use now? Only proxy and average. The second one, their problem, the businesses, to get more cash, they need to disclose scope 1 and 2. For that, they have no idea how to do it, and outsourcing, very expensive. The last one is ESG data provider. Very simple, they have only like 30% of the data market. 70% is missing on their database. Why? Because they don't have the private market. And that's why they have like a very weak benchmark. MSCI, Bloomberg, etc., very weak benchmarks. I think everyone using it. So now Carboscope. Carboscope is a very simple solution. It's like very simple solution, sorry. A SaaS platform that simplify entire ESG process for all stakeholders. So very simple, we collect, we measure, we disclose with compliance, and then we share the accurate data to the entire stakeholders. That helps everyone to decarbonize and to mitigate the risk and the financial risk. So it also boosts collaboration and boosts confidence in this ESG process. So now, how it works? It's a double platform, very integrate both. First one is businesses. Basically, it's a freemium access. Everyone can have the ESG reporting for free at zero cost. The second one is a financial institution platform. Basically, we get the data from the businesses and we send to like the financial institution. Then they are able to do the compliance, but also to decarbonize the portfolio. Alors, now we want Oxia initiative to be the hub of the accurate data. How is that works? First of all, we centralize all the ESG accurate data and we are able to share to everyone. So how is work? First of all, businesses provide operating data to Carboscope. Then Carboscope generates automatically ESG reporting, send to the businesses the ESG reporting, including scope 1 and 2. The scope 1 and 2 data is shared to the financial institution. Why? Because they need this real data and be able to disclose what they call the scope 3 portfolio compliance. But they are also able to do like a management of the risk based on the real data, thanks to like the business's data. And also, they are able to decarbonize and achieve the goal of decarbonization of the 200 trillion. So thanks to this entire process, because Carboscope creates a new data on ESG, and we are able now to sell to the provider of data, ESG, like a MSCI and Bloomberg. So the market is increasing on the demand of accurate data. Right now it's a 20% annually increasement and like 2 billion in 2025. So the Oxia advantage, first of all, we have all the stakeholders in one single place. It brings collaboration and a smarter decision. Second of all, the freemium. We are the only one in the world to do that, giving for free the ESG reporting for every businesses. And that's why we are able to be the best accurate hub of the ESG data. So our amazing results since now. We do 400K a year like a yearly. We are ready to scale up. But I give you an example, Cycle Capital. Cycle Capital is a very strong advocate with us. It's like before us, it was doing 100,000 costs to do the ESG reporting of 10 companies and like 10 months to doing that. In Oxia, we do that in 2 days and we do that like at 20K a year. So we are 100 times faster, 80% cheaper, but also we share the data between investees and investors, no gap anymore. So we are able to do all these results because we have a very amazing team, very good combination between finance, climate change, growth experience, and the tech, of course. So if you want to remember something in Oxia initiative, you need to be we simplify all the process of ESG data. We share the best accurate data for all the stakeholders. So if you want a simple solution and a big impact, please come to us because we found the key. Thank you.
Sorry for that. No worries. So she's coming from Calgary. She's the CEO and co-founder of Argentium, which is an AI startup that makes life easier for the brokerage industry. Please welcome Daria Subach.
Hi, I'm Daria Subach, CEO and co-founder of Argentium. Before starting this business, I used to work in the back office at the bank, and I know firsthand how many repetitive tasks are performed manually every day by hundreds of employees. That's why I started Argentium. Now, I'd like to introduce you to our intelligent document processing technology and its incredible potential to automate document review tasks. Throughout history, we've seen the automation of physical tasks transform productivity. First, we had a man and a shovel. Then we harnessed the power of horses. And finally, we moved on to tractors, dramatically enhancing efficiency. Each step of this evolution unlocked new levels of productivity. The same evolution is happening with knowledge work right now. Not so long ago, we had a pool of people working with mechanical typewriters. Then we moved on to computers. And now we are using spreadsheets, task management software, document transportation tools. It's like using horses on the farm. But AI and machine learning technology are set to transform office productivity on a whole new level, just like tractors did in agriculture. Let me show you. Let's take mortgage underwriting as an example. This is Megan. She's an underwriter at the bank, making crucial decisions on mortgage loans. This is how she spends her day. As you can see, document review and cross-referencing takes up 60% of Megan's time. It's roughly 5 hours of her 8-hour workday. The cost of an error is very high. If she overlooks a small detail, it can be costly for her organization. So she needs to stay sharp and focused at all times, while also trying to keep up with her workload. It's a stressful and repetitive process. We've built a solution that can read and analyze data from documents or any other sources exactly like human, only much faster and with unparalleled accuracy. Argentium software automatically scans for inconsistencies and highlights any area that requires attention without the need for manual check. For example, take a look at the highlighted area on the screen. Our technology was able to detect an employment income discrepancy between the T4 and the pay stub. If Megan did this manually, it would take her around 15 minutes to review the documents and find an error. But we did it in less than 1 minute. So we saved Megan some time on just this one task. But imagine this across her entire day. With Argentium, we cut Megan's document processing time from 5 hours a day to just 1. So that she can spend more time on more important client communication and decision-making tasks, or process more applications. So what does this mean for your organization? Faster turnaround times, less back-and-forth communication with clients, and improved customer satisfaction. Argentium doubles processing capacity while reducing document processing costs by 50%. If you are looking to make Megan's life easier and more efficient, we invite you to join us in transforming how the financial industry processes documents. If you are interested in our product, pilot project, or investment opportunity, I would be happy to chat with you at the lunchroom on the first floor. Thank you.
And our last but not least entrepreneur is Laura McDonald, CEO and co-founder of Flora. Flora allows women to buy low-cost insurance to cover future fertility treatments. Flora, it's now your turn.
Thank you for waiting till the end. I am Laura McDonald, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Flora. I want you to raise your hands. You've been asked to raise your hands a lot today, but raise your hands if you know anybody who's been impacted by infertility. Thank you. It might have been you, a friend, a family member. You might have even been born because your parents went through fertility treatment. Well, 1 in 6 people globally will be impacted by infertility, and that means that they will need some form of treatment in order to be able to conceive. In fact, it's such a big health issue that the World Health Organization has labeled it a global health issue in need of new mechanisms of funding. And with good reason. Because anybody who's been through treatment knows that treatment costs can range from $50,000 or more in out-of-pocket expenses. So while 90% of cases are treatable, that's the good news, only 2% of people across North America are currently seeking treatment. At Flora, we are changing the way fertility treatment is funded. Existing models have tended to look at loans and financing, or on the insurance side, group benefits through Fortune 500 companies. Now, that's fantastic if you work for a Google or an RBC, but most of us don't, or we don't plan to our entire careers, and that leaves 60 to 80% of us with little to no coverage. Enter Flora. At Flora, we are building the first individually owned fertility insurance solution, allowing you to proactively own your reproductive health outcomes. And we're catering this to women ages 20 to 34 years old to start. Like Molly. Molly's actually my daughter. She's a second-year university student at U of T. And let's fast forward a few years, and Molly's got her undergrad. She plans to pursue a law degree. She has no plans to settle down anytime soon. She's going to be in school for many years. She's going to be traveling. She's going to be living her life. More women over 30 are having kids than under 30 these days. But Molly's seeing all these ads to freeze her eggs at a cost of $5,000 or more. That's expensive. Instead, Molly buys a Flora policy. And for $19 a month, the cost of a Netflix subscription, she covers her future fertility risk, and she joins a community of support with perks, value, and benefits around her reproductive health from day one. If down the road she needs treatment, whether it be diagnostics, medication, IUI, or even IVF, we have the majority of those costs covered so she can focus on prompt treatment and not a delay because of saving or financing. Now, we built this model in consultation and partnership with the world's largest women's health app. This app reaches over 60 million women globally of reproductive health age. They told us that 50% of their North American users are concerned about their future fertility before even trying to conceive. This is a hot topic right now. We dug further and found that 35% of them had interest in paying out of pocket for a fertility insurance solution. This hasn't existed yet until Flora. So how did we do it? Well, we've had to spend the past 18 months and actually decades of research prior building out the risk models. The data sets, the actuarial, the underwriting, looking at age, underlying medical conditions, lifestyle factors that will allow us to accurately predict individual risk and price our premiums from around $15 to $70 a month for up to $50,000 of lifetime coverage. This is our IP, and this has allowed us to secure an A-rated risk partner and reinsurance panel to back our product and be the first to bring this to market. Our team brings together diverse cross-sector expertise that will really allow us to own this space. We come from backgrounds in mass marketing, that's me, to the female demographic. How do we create those channel partnerships that will allow for mass reach? My co-founder, Dr. Christy Lane, a Stanford medical prof and the founder of the Stanford Wearable Tech Lab. And Somil Jain, our chief actuary, the former chief actuary of Next Insurance, a $4 billion digital insurance company. And we have been backed by VC dollars from day one. Now our pre-seed, which recently closed, was 50% oversubscribed, and we have investors from Silicon Valley, New York, Toronto, and strategic angels, which just shows the momentum, the passion, and the tailwinds in this space. And we are confident that Flora will become a household name when we launch later this year in the US and then in Canada in 2025 because of those channel partners allowing for mass reach. And this includes that very large women's health app, small, medium employer groups through voluntary and flex benefits, and affinity and affiliate partners like banks and credit cards reaching the next generation. If you are any of these things and could possibly distribute, let's have a conversation. On the revenue side, reaching just 0.2% of our initial channel partners, we project being at $11 million in premium by the end of year 2 and growing exponentially to $300 million in premium by the end of year 5. This is the US market. This is sticky, recurring revenue. And then because we are engaging with customers at the earliest stage, the future financial decision makers, this may just be the first financial insurance product they ever buy. We're there with them as they grow, as they build their family, and we can offer them other trusted solutions, such as life insurance when baby arrives, creating a true financial ecosystem around our policyholders. So if, like us, you believe that infertility, it isn't going away, and that women and families deserve better options for funding treatment, then join us in championing Flora, and together, we can foster the next generation of families. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, ladies, it was amazing. You can be very proud of yourselves. Congratulations. And you guys in the audience, you did so great supporting them, so thank you. Before we go, I have 3 different messages to give you. The first one, je vais le faire en français. J'aimerais remercier tous les gens qui nous ont accompagnés, qui nous ont aidés à mettre en place ce programme et à en faire un succès. Donc, notamment, je vais remercier bien évidemment notre sponsor Fasken et également nos coachs de ton équipier et Sylvie Tifo. Je veux aussi remercier des personnes qui nous ont, donc des contributeurs, qui nous ont aidés à mettre en place un module de financement au féminin, donc notamment l'initiative Femmes de la Banque Scotia, Acelia Capital, Luge Capital, Ange Québec et également l'espace CDPQ. Et enfin, je vais remercier bien évidemment Synechron pour accompagner nos femmes sur des problématiques plutôt technologiques. Également, je voulais vous dire que Ellefintech, c'est qu'un début. We're planning to run an Ellefintech in 2025, so if you are a woman entrepreneur or if you know one, please contact me directly and let's chat. And finally, if you did enjoy this session, all of our women are going to be available downstairs in the Vope Lounge in the exhibition area. So if you'd like to know more about them, please don't hesitate to pass by and say hi. Thank you so much. Bye.